an article that came out in Mother Jones, August 31st, 2017. Ohio's new overdose rates are truly insane. Wow. Ohio has been among the states hardest hit by the opioid plague for years, but data released Wednesday from the state's Department of Health made clear that the problem is only worsening. Between 2015 and 2016, drug overdose deaths rose by 33%. And you can see on this chart, drug overdose deaths, you can see where it was in 2004, and you can see all the way up to 2016. You can see it has grown steadily, more than a decade. And it also shows you that there is nothing improving about this plague that's going on. It is just continuing to grow and get worse. The plague's ripple effects are manifold, straining morgues, emergency services, and foster care system, largely because of prevalent drug use and overdose. The state's foster population grew 10% between 2015 and 2016 to 15,000 children. Driving the increase in deaths is fentanyl, a synthetic opioid up to 100 times more potent than morphine, and dozens of fentanyl analogs or slight molecular variations on the original fentanyl molecule. As the chart below shows, the state's opioid plague has evolved over the years, from opioid painkillers to heroin, and then to fentanyl and its analogs. And you can see on this chart the variations here, cocaine and, woo, this is a mess. Fentanyl way up here. And they're not lying. The fentanyl deaths are skyrocketing in Ohio. Wow. Those three stages are a national trend too. This is a triple plague with rising waves of deaths due to separate types of opioids, each building on top of the prior wave. The first wave of prescription opioid mortality began in the 1990s. The second wave, due to heroin, began around 2010, with heroin-related overdose deaths tripling since then. Now, synthetic opioid-related overdoses include those due to illicitly manufactured fentanyl, and fentanyl analogs are causing the third wave, with these overdose deaths doubling between 2013 and 2014. The state data takes us through 2016, but a report published Thursday by the Center for Disease Control and Prevention suggests that the trend towards fentanyl and fentanyl analogs and away from heroin and painkillers has only become more extreme this year. The researchers looked at overdose deaths in 24 of Ohio's 88 counties, most in the southern part of the state in and around Dayton. In January and February this year, about 90% of them involved fentanyl or fentanyl analogs, whereas heroin was only identified in 6% of cases. And you can see right here, fentanyl 92.2%. Pharmaceutical opioids 22.8%, and heroin 5.7%. One reason fentanyl and its analog are so widespread is they have become so easy to order online. The drug, predominantly manufactured in China, can be found in crypto markets, on the dark web, or marketplaces that grant anonymity to both the seller and buyer and rely on cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. The result, as the CDC study puts it, Ohio is experiencing an unprecedented loss of life. And that is the truth. That is the truth. I mean, they are, after all, the first state to get refrigerated trailers to stock bodies in because they were having such a high overflow of overdose deaths. So things are definitely not improving at all in Ohio. And right now, Trump's state of emergency is only on paper. It is not bearing any impact whatsoever on this plague at all. Please tell me what you think, leave your comments, and subscribe. And if you can donate to my channel, ladies and gentlemen, please do. Peace, family.